Capricorn, hi. So this is going to be a reading for January 12th through the 18th. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Cappy. Alrighty, the overall energy for the reading, the Nine of Swords. Something's bugging you. Let's see what. In the recent past, the Death card, the Hierophant, the Page of Pentacles. You're showing me an ending of a chapter there, maybe a loss of some sort. But you're showing me you're done with something. But you are kind of presenting this energy to me as something you've learned from. So you don't look at it necessarily as a, wasted time, wasted nothing. Okay. In the current situation, the Emperor, the Queen of Wands, the World card. You feel pretty good here. I dig your energy here. You're coming at an ending of a cycle, but you feel pretty good not only about this ending of the cycle, but about yourself through the cycle being closed. Okay. In the immediate future, the Ten of Pentacles, the Sun, the King of Swords. Everything looks awesome here. You're creating something. I don't know what it is. It has to do with your stability. Brings in a lot of happiness, a lot of nice energies here. I don't see where you would be stressed out, but it's probably somewhere in the mix there. But let's clarify then. Let's see. The Nine of Swords. You get the Eight of Cups, the World card, the Nine of Pentacles. What? Oh, okay. So whatever cycle is closing off, that's what's kind of stressing you out a little bit, because right after you close it, you come off really nice, super balanced, no more stress, no more nothing. Okay, maybe just the fact that a cycle is being brought to an end here, that in itself could be a little because when that happens, when a cycle is coming to a close, that means it's something from your life that is no longer needed, no longer, so you discard of something, some sort of an energy, and sometimes it's unpleasant. It's not, doesn't feel nice, depending on what it is, of course. But for the Death card in the recent past, you get the Death card, the Six of Wands, the Knight of Wands. You were super happy to close this off. Whatever the hell went away here, or you went away from it, you look super, super, I almost see you going out of it like, wee, I'm free, type of a deal. Okay. Yeah, kind of like, I'm glad that's done type of a deal. Okay. But again, still not taking it as, ew. Maybe it did as you went along with this experience and then with it ending. But I see you learning a lot from that experience, whatever that was to you. Yeah. For the Hierophant, you get the Temperance card, the Three of Cups, the Four of Cups. After some time, no matter how much you wee through here, I see you being, I can't say I'm getting you as, oh, I miss that experience, or oh, I wish, maybe there's a sense of disappointment, maybe there's a sense of, I wish it would have worked out, maybe that. But I don't see you necessarily being like, okay, I'm going to go back to see if that's a possibility. No. So if anything, you're coming out after a while being a little disappointed that something about that experience didn't work out. Okay. Let's do the Page of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, the Three of Wands, the Knight of Cups. I think as much as you were kind of like, yay, party, after dropping whatever that was, I think it took a while, for the healing to happen, for this conclusion to come through of, hey, I learned something from this, I think it's a long stretch of time there where I finally see you after some time being like, okay, now I'm good, It hasn't been easy for you. It hasn't been easy. The healing path from that. But definitely overcame it. You look awesome there at the end of it. Okay. Let me do the Emperor in the current situation. The Five of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords. What is the cycle you're closing? I think whatever that is, I think you closed it off in the past there. I think we're talking about something else now. And I think whatever we're looking at right now might have to do with, I think it goes to a belief that you may carry around stability and how it's formed and how you view it and how you feel it, all of that. So something that has to do with your stability here. In the physical reality of things, it shows up as you releasing something, letting go of something you may consider, oh, I no longer need that for what I'm doing here. In the bigger picture, that of your beliefs around stability, I think something is shifting there as well through whatever it is you're experiencing. Let's do the Queen of Wands. That could be the shift in your belief around your stability. Could be anything from maybe up until now you viewed a house with 4 stories, wow, as something that you wanted, and you considered it to be, oh my God, yeah, this is my safe haven. And now you're switching to tiny homes or something, like, no, I don't want that anymore. I want this. Like, this makes more sense to me. You know what I mean? So could be that. For the Four of Wands, you get the Tower, the Ace of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands. I think you're kind of surprising yourself here. You're coming out with the sense of that it's fresh, it's new almost to you. A sense of, when we feel good about ourselves and we're like, I got this, But there's times in which I see you kind of surprising yourself. It's like, taking a double take when you look in the mirror or something, like, yeah, I got it. Oh, I really got this. You know what I mean? So it's one of those. You're kind of funny here. And it's not necessarily just you and you. It's an interaction with other energies. You're like, oh, yeah, I nailed that, But you're surprising yourself. That's what's funny about this energy. Let's do the World card. You get the Knight of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the Sun. Yeah, whatever cycle is closing off for you here, that again, I feel like it kind of goes in the direction of your stability here. It makes sense that I think you're outgrowing it or something. There's a sense of simplicity to it, of reduction, of, less is more type of a deal. I don't know, there's something quite simple and super nice to it. But okay, let's see the Ten of Pentacles. In the immediate future, you get the Hermit, the High Priestess, the Eight of Swords. This is where your stress is starting to show up a little bit, even though energies are kind of starting to shape up in a nice direction here for you with whatever it is you're engaged in, because there's a lot of participation from you here. There's also a lot of, staying connected to yourself as much as possible, but there's a little bit of, I hope I do this right, here and there, not all the time. But with everything that you're doing to put something together here with whatever this is, that again has to do with your stability, I see you at times being like, oh my God, was that right? But then you're like, it's okay. It's a done deal anyway, so let's keep going. So there's a little bit of a stressing factor here and there. It kind of hops in and out. Let's do the... Felix and Cosmo are developing quite the relationship. And it's per Cosmo, because she's the one that just, she's just, like, I've never seen Felix so leaning on another cat. He's the kind of, yeah, I'll be okay with you if you just leave me the fuck alone. But with Cosmo just goes next to him and she just, bloop, I'm gonna sleep right here, you know, tied up to you. And he's like, okay. Sometimes he punches her in the head, but then leaves her alone. He does one, and then he's like, oh, okay, yeah, sit here. So they're developing quite the interesting dynamic there. She's just one of those that gets under your skin. There's nothing you can do. She's gonna force you to love her, even though she's not even trying. Fucking Scorpio girl. Anyways, for the Sun, you get the King of Wands, the King of Swords, the Page of Wands. I think you got someone by your side here too. That's quite helpful because they're showing up at the same level as you are energetically. So whatever this is that you're engaged in, I don't think you're alone in it. And it makes it quite fun too at times, where I think you forget to sometimes loosen up a little bit. Like, it's not that serious. It's gonna be okay. And then whoever that is comes in and quite, again, it feels like they kind of equal your energy there, and also bring in a little bit of joy, a little bit of fun to this at times. And it's not even them that say, hey, you know, let's have some fun. It's coming from you. But the fact that they're there, it's inspiring to you to show up in this energy of, yeah, let's loosen up, you know. Sometimes let's just have fun with it too. Okay. Nice. Let's do the King of Swords in the immediate future. The Nine of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, the Three of Swords. Like, you really want to keep a clear mind here with whatever it is you're doing. You really want to stay sharp, stay on top of things. But at the same time, I see you being a little scared that if you stay only up here, no matter how clear you are, what if at some point, you know, the fears start to come in, the insecurities, the doubts, this, because, you know, this houses all of that, the mind. So you're trying to not get too much in your head about things, as you're also trying to stay in your head, because you probably need it, you know, a good head on your shoulders for whatever it is that you're doing here. It does look like it's, you know, serious stuff, which it is, and you're doing a great job. You're just really, I see you really kind of putting up a wall against your own mind to not go ballistic or something, like, let me not get in my head too much about things, which is good to have as an awareness with you. But when it starts to be like a constant guarding, you know, so that your mind doesn't start going overthink mode there, and then we have a problem, because you're going to create that overthinking by doing that too much, you know. But for now, you're looking like, just remember, instead of fighting against your mind, just try to connect to your heart, and that'll create that balance you need to not go up there too much. So it's looking pretty good for now. It's looking like you got it. Let me see what the universe has as a final advice for you. The Ten of Wands, the King of Cups, the Moon. I see you having a little bit of a hard time connecting to your heart, actually. Well, you're saying around this time, I don't know exactly what that means, but it kind of led me in a direction of, I think you're associating maybe this time with a hard time or something, or maybe what you're doing with something, a past experience in which you had a hard time. I don't know. It's kind of like, I don't want to go there. I don't want to, there's not even nostalgia. I think it's past that. Maybe it's a loss or something. Maybe it reminds you of something. If you connect to your heart, then it would lead you places while you're doing what you're doing. And okay, I can understand avoiding that, but at the same time, I don't encourage avoiding that. You know, because how are you going to change that story? So during a certain period of time, in a month or a year, you're not going to connect to your heart because you don't want to, feel the feelings of something. That's a story you keep on telling yourself about whatever happened. Sure, it brings out the experience, but then again, what if I told you, what if you didn't know what time of the month it was, and I show up 3 months later and I tell you, hey, it's that time of the month. You're telling me your heart is it's gonna know exactly what time it is and when it should. No, this is a loss that is trying to come out. Doesn't matter the time of the month, just we fixate on certain. You need to release it. You need to release, to let go of that. I can't feel too much right now because it reminds me of who knows what, because it kind of holds you a prisoner. But anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.